Hi, my name is Kristen, and my intention behind this video today is to be me, to do it in one take, because honestly I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to say, but I just feel very compelled to say it. I have been in massive denial with a lot of things in my life, and I think the biggest one is how much cannabis I smoked. As soon as I was done breastfeeding my youngest, I went right back into my old habits. And I used to lie and say, oh, well, you know, it's just a couple times a week, or it's just on the weekend. And that's just not even true. It was pretty much every day. I would have my cup of coffee and I would sit on the front porch and get stoned. And I can totally justify it because that was 2020. What a crazy year for everyone. I don't think there's a single person that has escaped all, if not most, of the craziness that we have all been through. And in a little bit that does unite us together, and be that as it may. Now we're in 2021, and you know, I think the biggest reason why I wanted to quit is just to see if I could do it. Just to see if I could be with my own thoughts, and to see if I could go a week, and then a week turned into 2 weeks, and today actually marks 1 month, which is why I feel compelled to share this, because I'm on the other side of it now. The last time I got high was on my way to go shopping and to spend some gift cards and have fun with my family. And no judgment to anyone who gets high. It's actually legal in Colorado, and if it helps you, like, that's great. I sort of had this revelation because I was inside the store and I was trying to pick out shoes, and I was so conflicted and confused and stoned and paranoid, and I couldn't pick out a pair of shoes. I couldn't do the simple task, and it wasn't even the money, which a lot of the times they feel so conflicted about money, and I don't deserve a new pair of shoes, but it was a gift card. I literally could have bought any pair of shoes I wanted, and I couldn't pick them out. I bought a pair just out of sheer willpower, just pick a pair of shoes. And you know what I did? I ended up returning them, because by the time I got home and tried them on, I was just like, you know what? They don't even feel that good. They're not that comfortable. And that sense of confusion is how I started to feel a lot of the time when I would get high. Like, as soon as I would get high, you know, I'd feel relaxed, and I would feel like, oh, I want to hear some music, and then I don't know where I put my phone. No, it wasn't out in the garage where I got stoned. No, it's not sitting on the counter where I always put it. It's not on the charger. It's just, where's my phone? It would be in the stupidest, dumbest, illogical place. And that was because stoned Kristen, you know, would just put it there. And so I just wanted to see if I could get a little bit of sense of grounding and clarity. And what I've received through my sober state of mind is nothing short of amazing. I am such a better overall human being. I have been able to take better care of myself, and therefore take better care of everybody else. I have a pretty decent morning routine that I stick to, a lot of self-care, a lot of making sure that I am well and happy, because then when my kids come into the picture and all the other things that go along with being a mom, I can handle them. And I can do it in a very comfortable, conscious state of mind. Again, just like being stoned at the grocery store, it's confusing and conflicting, and I can never pick out which brand and how healthy do I want to be, or is it the price that I'm worried about? And finally, just being sober, it's like, okay, here's my list. Here's what I'm gonna get. Let's not spend 2 hours in the store. Let's try and get it done in 45 minutes. And you know, it always takes 15 minutes to check out. So in and out within an hour. And I've held to that for a month now. And it's all those little things that are starting to gain momentum. And I'm so happy. Now, a little bit about the journey. Of course, that first day, all I wanted to do was get high. Dealing with my kids was a nightmare. Trying to do the smallest task, like the dishes, it was more fun to be high. And then the second day, I was just sad and crying for no good reason, just completely emotional, and like started thinking about things from my childhood that I completely just had put out of my mind for years and years. And then day 3 was the absolute hardest. I swear, on day 3, I even went outside and I held the pipe and I was like, okay, it's fine. You can do this. You know, you can get high. No one's going to judge you. No one's going to know. I put it down, and I think I went inside and meditated. And that has definitely helped. I've always had a very strong meditation practice, but now instead of just doing it once a day, I actually meditate twice a day or 3 times, whatever I need to give me that sense of grounding. Because I think that's why I reach out so much to cannabis, is because I seek that sense of acceptance. It's hard to find that with what's going on in the world today, and being a mom, I put a lot of pressure on myself to be, you know, a great mom, and I probably am. I'm certainly not perfect, but for the most part, I just need to sort of take that pressure off and be okay with it. And cannabis makes me feel easier about everything. And then day 4 got a little bit easier, day 5, 6, and then all of a sudden it was like the snowball effect of, I'm taking a little bit of pride in my sobriety, because I know that's what I ultimately want. I know that ultimately I wanted to process my feelings, and I wanted to be able to just be in my own head and not be afraid of it. And so I highly encourage you, even if it's just for 3 days or a week, just to take a break if that's something that you're called to do. I have found that if you're called to do something, there's usually some really important purpose behind it, so it might be something worth exploring. And if you don't have a meditation practice and you would really like to begin a meditation practice, there is a world of knowledge out there on the internet. I'm a wonderful source as well, and I would love to share that with you. So in light of everything going on right now, you don't need to drown your sorrows in cannabis, or my friends are drinking wine constantly, and again, whatever, you know, quote unquote, gets you through the day. But I'm trying to get through my life and lead by example, both for my family and truly wholeheartedly for myself. And so that's why I quit. And I don't know if I'll ever do it again. And I'm not going to judge myself if I do, if I make that conscious decision. But I know that I am never going to do it every day. I mean, every single day for months and months and months and months was my coping mechanism. And instead of coping with reality, I was just numbing the pain. And then, of course, it all has bubbled up, and it's bubbled up, and it's still, I think about it. There's not a day that hasn't gone by that I'm like, now would be a good time to smoke some weed. Wow, I would really like to get high right now. Or, you know, life would be a little bit more lighter and more fun. But I'm fun. I can have a good time. I don't need to be high to hang out with my kids or my husband or my family. That's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous statement to think that I need to be high to do everyday tasks. So I guess if this helps you, great. I just wanted to share that with you, that we are all on this journey together, that no one has escaped 2020 without some serious introspective, contemplative thoughts, and I'm here right there with you. And I just hope that we can all come out on the other side feeling a little better, a little bit brighter. And with that, you have all of my love, wholly sincerely, with all of my heart. Namaste.